let's get started, shall we? We have big news here. I'm gonna make everything big enough so it's readable. Okay, so what's going on here? We got things working, and that is awesome. So from the previous stream, what we have now is that the rendering actually works, and the problem, the main issue, was that it was lacking this barrier here. This is a barrier that that makes sure buffer. This is the barrier that makes sure that it's safe. We have the offset, but we don't have the size. This is getting the whole size. I think this is suboptimal. So what was happening was that the barrier wasn't making sure that the copy was over before starting the drawing, and so it might even reordered some of the operations, so that wasn't good. But now everything is fine. And I'm progressing with loading textures. So this is my new task, loading textures to make sure everything is rendered correctly. So I've done most of the heavy lifting for rendering the texture. But I feel like the microphone is a bit away. I'm gonna move things around. I don't have much space on my desk. I'm gonna make sure I have the maximum. Yeah, I have the maximum power, the maximum gain power. Okay, so the audio level should be good enough so that I don't have to yell. Hope this is sounding intelligible. And the texture loading function is almost done. The only thing that I need to make sure to get is the return value. So first I'm gonna set no suit, no PT. How is it called? So this is an optional. Stud NRPT. Damn, I don't remember. What is the return value? Null RPT. Oh, damn it. I forgot how to use that. So this is also null. This is a null option. Oops, forgot the D. So if these things go wrong, then that is going to return the null option. And at this point, this is also going to return the null option. This instead is where the loading is completely successful. here we return texture. And texture. Oh, it doesn't have anything. So the texture will need an image. It will need allocations. A view. And that's about it. So now we can fill image, the allocation, the allocation info. Oh, come on. No. Why is it so hard? Allocation info and the image view. There we go. This is everything that is required to load a texture. Now, a texture cannot be copied, otherwise by going against the rules. So let's see if I can say no copy. And then we want the texture here. Let's just call it texture for now. Maybe we can, oh yeah, I've almost forgot that the texture will have size. The size, how do we, should I use GLM? Yeah, GLM size. And size is width and height. Okay. I don't know, maybe it should be an unsigned value. I don't really expect a texture to have a negative value. Cool, we have the texture. Now we have to adopt. We need to adopt a shader. So in order to get the shader working, I think I'm gonna go back to my query, to Djibouti, and what we are missing here is a sampler. And the sampler is in the fragment domain. So that's very simple. Fragment, that's my texture, and that's my sampler. This doesn't need to be informed in the header file, so it's not like it's gonna be accessed anyway. And then what we are just missing is the sampling. Okay, do we have UVs? We don't have UVs, so we need to craft UVs. That might be something. Well, I mean, can I use... I can use the color. Yeah, I think I can use the color. An input in our case, vertex pixel inputs got a color, which hopefully sample, what does it need? It's a float too, so that's going to be color dot x and y. You're gonna grab the two components from the color and use that. That should be good enough. Now what we have to figure out is in Vulkan HLSL, T0 and S0 map to a descriptor set binding. Okay, so the combined image sampler descriptor. So we need to go back to the module definition and work our way out into the main code, but we're gonna start descriptor set with material. So we need a set for the materials. Something that we can change. Well, right now it's not like we need to change it anyway. So let's see. T0 and S0. A descriptor set layout binding 0. So that's the binding. Register, but maybe we don't even need that, do we? So if I try to build this, it should do it. It's not like it's gonna complain about anything. And okay, that is expected, so this is valid. And what I can do is I can remove this specification. Yeah, it still compiles, and instead I'm gonna put it in this binding. Yeah, I'm gonna use the binding specifier. Even though I'm not quite sure. So the binding count. Okay. Do they have to bind to the same? Okay, this is tricky. Let's see if it can figure this out. Use PK binding. Okay, they do have a different binding. Okay. So from the set, what is the set? Oh, the second one is the stat. I always get confused. So the binding 1 and 2 are in the set 0. So I'm gonna modify the set 0. And in the set 0, let's see. We have the set info. Okay, we need set bindings. We need to add okay, we have sampled and sampler. So what happened now? Bound descriptor set. So here you use the combined image sampler, but it Vulkan HLSL T0 and S0 map to a descriptor set binding. So why are you telling me that if I specify set manually, set 0 binding 0, my sampler, okay, why can I not have it combined? If you declare the descriptor as a combined image sampler, then your descriptor set layout only needs one binding. Okay, there you go. It just changes the sample, the example code all of a sudden. So we don't need two of them. They will both be bound to the binding, to the slot 1. And at this point, I can probably have a look at the generated. I'm gonna run this, and I want to see that. So that's the SPRV. Okay, both have compiled successfully. They are in assets shader. Okay. So they're in Windows, build, assets, shader. And then we get the pixel shader.txt, which is the reflection that's been generated from the CMake. Here I can have a sneak peek on the structure. So we got the input variables, output variables, the blocks, push constant block, okay, which is 8-bit size, padded size. Oh no, that's the ID. Okay, that's just 4 bytes. And that is the draw index, which we don't really need anymore, so I can remove it if it's gonna have any impact on the performance. Probably not, because it's not even used. It is unused, yeah. So binding, okay, here are with the bindings. Oh, so 0.1 is sampled image and then the sampler. So this is not giving me the combined one. Okay. SPRV ID, set 0, binding 1, accessed true, name. Okay, good. So that's the binding, and I guess here I can say my texture and my sampler, uniform. I'm gonna say binding 1, and the type is what is it? The combined image sampler. It's just 1, and the stage is the pixel shader, which is no, that's pixel shader. In Vulkan is fragment shader. What about the immutable samplers? Oh, I can put it here, right? But I need to create a sampler. Oh, yeah. Let's see. What about the immutable sampler? Show me code for... Okay. Okay. The right is a combined descriptor. You get the image. You get the sampler. And wait. Oh, there's still two. Okay. Descriptor, image info. Descriptor, image info. Image view and sampler. Okay, makes sense. Okay, so after this, I just need to update the descriptor set. The descriptor set update function. Let's leave a comment here, and it's going to be texture and sampler. Okay. So we got the texture, got the sampler. We need to we need to update this guy here per frame. So the per frame, the binding count is 2, and here the offset is 2, and this binding is still 2. Okay, so I've updated the set info so it creates the right set layout. And what happened here? Oh, this is just a breakpoint. That's as good. So we have a right buffer. We probably need also a right texture and sampler. Yeah, right texture. Well, I mean, texture and sampler is probably going to be always the same. Texture and sampler. There might be a way to use a sampler on its own, but most likely not. Let's try to keep it simple right now. So this is going to be pretty much a copy. The descriptor set. So this returns the descriptor set. I see, the descriptor set. Right buffer. Okay, this makes it a bit more complicated because this is also allocating. I should probably do it in two different operations. So the allocation, one is the allocation and one is the write. Let's do it. It's not gonna be too hard. I'm gonna rename. So this is alloc new descriptor, alloc descriptor. So this is a descriptor allocation. It will tell the set index, the binding. No, this belongs to the next bit, and also the type. So the type, the range, yeah, they are all unused. That's the write. So write will happen later. We just need the set. And if I let it crunch the code, it should tell me which one of these variables are unused. But I can just be ahead of time. I know which one of these are not used. And we are done. So here we don't need that, but we will replace the generation with vk descriptor set, call and named set, and we have it. So that's done. What remains is the update in the application code. So I let it analyze the code, and while it's doing that, oh, it is already done. So we get the red squiggly lines. Here we need to split this function into two. So the first is the allocation, which will end here. So once we have the allocation, I would say so this is set, and then set is valid. That should be an optional. So if set is valid, we promote it, and this will be set, and here we do the write by using the value of the set. And again, this will be void, and we need to change the value. And return set, not really. We don't need to return anything. And this is just going to, yeah, it's pretty much void. There we do. I can rearrange the parameters to use less space. We don't need 3 lines, and that's it. This is not discard, it's literally void, and everything else is fine. At this point, this is also good, and the same happens here. So we do the same thing. I'm gonna cut, oops, what happened? Wait, I'm losing track. Hey, did you restart the stream? I was in your live stream a few hours ago. In my live stream? A few hours ago. Really? I don't think I was streaming. Maybe you got the recording. Could it be? Yeah, this is live, so I don't know what's going on. All right, so right buffer. So we're gonna cut this off, and I'll say if auto set equals to allocation of things up to this point. You can leave that for later. Then this guy here is the set, and solid flat right buffer. Well, kind of. It's just missing a few parameters. So that will be 0, the buffer, the destination, and the type is missing. Well, that was quite close. I can break it here. And that's it. So this should also be fixed. The last bit that I'm missing, the last piece of the puzzle, is the function to update to the descriptor for the texture. So right texture. Yeah, I think it was like 10 hours ago. It was probably yesterday for you, because I think we are. No, this is this is my evening stream. Really, I've got some free time, so also I fixed the issue from this morning, and now it's going. Yeah, I can finally render. So this is for me it's almost like, yeah, it's almost like 9 in the evening. So I won't be too long on this one. I think I'm going for, yeah, 30 minutes already. And I just want to see if I can bring textures alive. So instead of a buffer, I think I'm gonna need a VK image. I'm not sure if it's an image or an image view. Could be an image view. So yeah, that's the image view and the sampler. And I don't have a sampler yet, so that's also one little task before I can render. So this will be a descriptor image info rather than a buffer info. So this will become a image info, and what is in it? So we got the sampler, the image view. We call it view, and then a VK sampler. We got the sampler. What is that? I can't write anymore. It's the view. Oh man. Oh, image layout. Well, I mean, what can it be if not shader read optimal? I don't expect anything else. So the destination binding is okay. I don't control that directly, so that's generic. That's descriptor count is 1, and the type is that. Okay, to be filled in later. Oh yeah, not the oh. Wait. So I've got the rights to be working with buffer. So these are the rights for the buffers. Let's see. Yeah, buffer info. And this is okay. So maybe instead of having the rights this way, I can split them. How do I do that? I could have the indices. No, that's dirty. Right. So this is gonna make them flat. For me, it is the same time. I'm in Italy, so I'm GMT +1. Where are you from? Right. Offset. Okay, I'm not really using offset and range, so these are not relevant. And the descriptor type. Well, the descriptor type, I don't think it can be anything except for image sampler. So I guess we can cut that off too. For now, we can always change it later. And this guy here needs to be stored somewhere. How can I make sure? Maybe a linked list, because I need the pointer, but I also need to create new ones. Would be nice to not have to. There are so many allocations here. I would have to improve the allocations because it's definitely getting out of hands with all of these vectors. Oh, okay, yeah. We have the same time zone, yeah. Let's see. So rights definitely want a descriptor buffer info and descriptor set. Well, I can split them into different types, into different arrays. That would make it easier. Yeah. I don't think it's worth overthinking this. So I'm gonna say write textures, write texture. And instead we have, what is it called? Image. Yeah, that's easier. This is way easier. And it's not going to be buffer. Well, I can leave this. Well, buffer info, and that is image info. Yeah, I'm gonna leave it. I'm gonna leave it as a reminder. You never know. So this is gonna reserve that plus rights buffer texture. and I'm gonna copy. Okay, it's not that bad. Yeah, it's not that bad. So write textures, then it's gonna do the same but with image info, and this is image info. Flat writes, and that's it. Okay, writes clear. Okay, also writes texture dot clear. Writes texture clear. Great. Now I guess I can do the writes here already. No. I need to do it when it's allocated. By the way, texture equals, and what's wrong? Okay, because const the move is removed. No copy, but move. Why can't you do the move? So no copy. It deletes const. It deletes the copy, which is good. Don't really understand what's going on there. I need to dive into that. But anyway, I'm gonna need to generate these. Access right is public, so the copy operation is deleted and the move operation is default. Okay, so this should be good enough. What's wrong? What? No, wait. And okay, there's no constructor. Texture. Okay, it's missing the default constructor. Now it should be, wait, what? What's wrong? So none of these except 5 arguments. What? Why so complicated? So texture. So what are you complaining about? I have no idea. So this returns an optional. That's fine. Okay, this is not const. Yeah, so not const. So the return let's see. Can I even build it? So I can build it. That's fine. But then, can I return it? I can return it. But I cannot return an R value. Why? What is going on? I want it to be const. But I cannot return a stud optional like of a const texture. Okay, yeah, doesn't make sense. But still, what is going on? Can I not make an optional return? Oh, I have no idea. What if I put a move here? So I say stud move, and that's fine. So it's not complaining about that. Maybe he will not build. Let's see. Yeah, it is not building. So designated, let's see. What is it saying? Can only be used to initialize aggregate class types. Okay. No binary operator. I see. Yeah, it actually makes sense. Yeah, why even bother, right? Let's just forget about this whole nightmare and be just happy. Let's just be happy about what we have. This one turn back to return. Yeah, this is not what I want to tackle today. I just want to see my lovely textures. And what's wrong here? Oh yeah, because this is an optional. And I'm gonna grab the value. Just why not? Does it have then? I don't remember. And then. Well, let's hope for the best. But what I wanted to add is that this is no discard. Okay. So at least I'll get the warning. But also load texture. I want to move. So load texture, you need a stud string. And yeah, that's gonna be the path. And we can put this here. So we get the path. And now we need to do the right buffer. So this is where the object descriptor set happens. Now we need the frame descriptor set. Okay, this is the frame descriptor set, and we initialize it. We don't even need to do this every time. So we are doing the mapping every time, but we don't really need to do that. Do we? So we are resetting. Okay, yeah, actually we are resetting the whole descriptor table. So yeah, that's fine. So now we do a right texture from the same set. The binding is gonna be 1, and the image is a texture dot image view. Did I call it image? I should be. Oh no, this is view. Yeah, for some reason I've read image. So that was image view, and the sampler. Oh, we don't have a sampler. We need to create a sampler. So that is easy task. We do it just right after the texture, and that is going to be a vk create sampler probably, and it needs a device. Then it needs a vk sampler create info. vk sampler create info. Okay, sampler create info. Good. Ooh, how much stuff do you need? Let's make this const. Next, we don't need. So the magfig filter, it's gonna be. I want to keep everything nearest. Main filter, it's gonna be nearest. Mipmap mode. Do I need mipmap mode? I don't need mipmap mode. Show me nearest sampler creation. Okay, min mag address. Okay. What? That's a lot of stuff. That's way more than I used to do in OpenGL. So we have, okay, mag and min. Now the addressing. So mipmap mode. We don't have mipmap mode. Mip mapping. Whatever. Let's put everything. That's gonna be repeat. Well, let's do repeat. Repeat. Mip LOD bias. Mip LOD bias, that's gonna be 0. What did I write? Anisotropy enabled. No. Max anisotropy. I guess it doesn't matter at this point. Anyway, compare enable. What is compare? Compare enable is false. Let's see, there's a compare OP for shadow maps. Not needed here. For shadow maps? Ooh. Okay. Compare operation. It's going to be, I don't know, something. OP always. Yeah, let's put something very default. Min LOD, nothing. So, oh, so yeah, min LOD, that's gonna be 0, and max LOD. Max LOD is clamp, VK LOD clamp none. Whatever that means. VK LOD clamp none. Border color. Border color. What are the options? Opaque, black. Color, internal, could be opaque, black. Use normalized coordinates, unnormalized coordinates. Nope. Let's use the good old normalized coordinates, and then grab the sampler info, no allocator, and the sampler. Need to save the sampler. It's a good idea to keep it next to the texture. So that will be VK sampler. Yes. Sampler, a reference, and then if const VK result fail to create sampler. What do we do? Nothing. It's not like we can do anything at this point, but we can now use it in here. Oh, can't believe I'm so close. So that's it, right? Everything is ready. I made a turret with Arduino today. It's not that hard, but I still think it's cool. Turret. A turret? Oh, nice. I have some projects in mind. I've got a laser cutting CNC, and I sometimes do some projects with it. So yeah, and I also have some Arduinos around. So I have my electronic boxes, which is full of my electronics garbage. I don't think you can even see it. Yeah. I think tomorrow is gonna be the day for some DIY. I'm not sure what I'm gonna do so yet, but I like Crunch Labs stuff. So my son is crazy for this guy, and I think they have pretty cool things. The boxes, yeah. These hackback are pretty cool. So they are pretty cool base to inspire from. These are pretty nice. I don't think they have 3D files. Oh, maybe they do. Okay. That's nice. So it is quite nice. They have lots of things around. So yeah. Let's see if tomorrow I can make it. I still have a few projects to make. also for the house. Okay. I mean, is it going to be... Let's see what's the weather like. The weather... okay. Well, could be... I don't know, it doesn't look like weather to go or going to the beach. Yeah, if it's good enough, maybe I will go to the beach. It's getting colder, so it's not probably going to be something to have a bath, but I'm cool with playing with the sand. Let's build this. Is this gonna work? Oh boy. Let's see. Play. Huh. Okay. That's not what I was expecting, right? But we are close. So what's ooch. What's the problem here? Set layout 0 binding 1 was created with type combined image sampler. So what's the problem? Descriptor pool 0. Okay. Set layout 0 binding 1 was created with that type. Okay, so what's the problem here? What are we talking about? Where does it even happen, right? I want Vulkan configurator to break where things happen. Wait, what? It's not breaking. Dude, you need to break it. Do the break. Is the right one. 2, 3, 3, 3, 2, 1. Yes. Why didn't you do the breakpoint? Oh, it's not working. Wait, is it because it's not happening? Ah, okay, it's no. How can I be sure it's not happening? I don't trust this console. So nothing is happening? That can't be. So run again. Oh yeah, nothing is happening actually. Ah, so what? Maybe... Oh, weird. What was that then? Okay, okay, okay. That is good. RGB. So let's do this. I need to see the colors. X, Y. So the colors tell me that there are red, green, and blue. They go in different directions, but they are... So this is all red. This is all green. Ah, okay, because these two are not combining. That's why. So I need to go back to the chunk mesh, probably. And let's set the colors. So the colors A, B, C, and D, they need to be in a way they simulate. A is on the bottom. So this is gonna be A, this is gonna be B, this is C, and last is D. Okay. So this is 0, 0, this is 0, 1, 1, 1, and 0, 1. Okay. 0, 0, X, Y, UV, 0, 1, 1, 1, and 0, no, and 1, 0. Okay. So this way they should spread. CA, CB, CC. Okay. This is more likely. From 0 to 1, 1, and yellow. Yeah, that looks good. It looks good, and it looks the same everywhere. So we should be very close. Just need to enable. Wow. It is time. It is time. Getting closer and closer and closer. And disappointing. What? What's wrong with it? Weird. Let me do a check on the texture. So, do we have an actual texture? So texture, we do have an image. There is an allocation, the info, the image view, and the size is correct. So everything is correct. And the sampler, it is created, right? So sampler is created. At this point, I'm gonna hop over to render doc. And I think render doc requires this to not break down, to not break point. So I guess I can close the old render doc. This is finally over. So the glitch thing is not a thing anymore. I'm quite relieved that I'm not looking at that issue anymore. So let's go and let's capture one frame, see what is happening. I can close this. I don't need it anymore. And I want to look at the draw, any of the draws. Texture viewer. So that's what is it drawing? Okay, these are all the pieces. That's great. DS, okay. Inputs. So I need the inputs. This is so weird. My texture is black. Of course. Of course it's black. Nobody ever issued a copy command. Of course it's black. Okay, that was quick. I'm glad it was quick. So we are missing the copy command. Copy. Let's see. The copy command is gonna look like. So we don't have the copy command on the texture, but I guess I can easily steal it from here. Copy from. So where is copy from? And yeah, this guy here. I'm gonna place this in the immediate. Okay, so we have the first transition. Okay, so we do have multiple commands, multiple barriers, and the first moves it into so we have the first pipeline barrier that moves it into a destination, a copy destination. So the source vk buffer copy, vk command buffer. So it's not a buffer copy. This is vk command buffer. Vk command copy buffer to image. Okay, copy buffer to image. It's gonna need a command buffer, source buffer, which is the staging buffer. The destination image, which is, here we have it as image. The destination image layout, which is vk image layout DST, transfer destination optimal. Then the region count, and the region count is a buffer image copy. Okay, and that's gonna be it's gonna be 1, and that's gonna be a copy info. That's it, right? Yes, that's it. And we need to capture that. So image, and I'd say we're gonna capture everything by reference. Remove this, don't need that anymore. And this would be vk buffer image copy. So give me all the options. Buffer offset. So the buffer offset is going to be SB offset, buffer row length width times 4. Yep. Buffer image height, image sub resource. Image sub resource, can I get it somewhere? image sub-resource. It's sub-resource layers. Oh. Sub-resource range. Okay, we don't have that. Hey, what? What happened? So the texture is empty, meaning that even if I loaded the texture, I did not actually copy to the GPU, so that's why it was black. Sub resource vk image sub resource layers. What does this have? So that's gonna be the aspect. Can you like give me, no, it's not able to give me the constructor parameter. So that's going to be an vk image aspect flags, vk aspect color. Dude, come on. I need this. Okay, so the MIP level, it's gonna be 0. The base, it's gonna be 0. And the layer count is gonna be 1. So that's it. So these are the layers. Image offset, that's gonna be 0. What is it? It's an extent. Oh, 3D. So vk extent 3D of 0. Offset, now the offset is 0. And this is vk extent 3D. And this is correct like that. What is missing? I said get everything with, what's wrong? What are you complaining about now? Just show me. What is the problem? Cannot be initialized with an int. And this is int. Yeah. Okay. Static cast to uint32 of this guy. And the same. What's wrong here? What's wrong with this? vk extend 3D. Failed. Cannot be initialized. What? Cannot be initialized with of type int32. What do you mean? It's a U. Do you really need this? No. What the heck? Isn't this correct? What is this type? VK offset. Oh, this is a VK offset 3D. Sorry. Sorry. Now that should be appreciated now. And okay. More static casting. That's it. No, that's not it, because of the barrier. So the barrier now, before we do the copy, we need the barrier, right? It's not like it can be done backwards. So we get the barrier, and the barrier is going to be, well, let's do a copy. So the barrier is going to say that image barrier, and the destination access its transfer right. The old layout is undefined and the new layout is transfer destination on the color aspect. We do the pipeline barrier to this transfer stage, and that's it. Then when we are done, wonder if, no, I cannot do that in the same barrier. Wouldn't make much of a sense, would it? So the first is the transfer barrier, and the second is the sampling barrier. And this comes from the access, so it's going to be a transfer, right, to a shader read, and the old layout is going to be the destination transfer. We need it to be a shader read only, blah blah the same, but now it is coming from the transfer stage, and everything else should be all right. Okay, that's it. Let's run this and see how beautiful the texture is. Oh, my microphone is melting. Hey, that's something. Okay, that's something. I like it. I don't love it though. Well, there's still a lot of black, which I don't really understand. What's going on? So that's the width, buffer, row, length. That's the row, right? Buffer, image, height. And that's the height, row, length. It's kind of self-explanatory, so I don't see what's the catch here. Width, height, 1. What about this? This is all right. The layer count, which is 1, base is 0, mid level is 0. Render doc. I'm gonna summon render doc again. What would I do without? Ouch. Okay, it doesn't play good with breaking points. it's playing dead. Okay, capture the frame. Close the running application. And let's see what's going on. So I'm gonna pick any draw. Ooh, that's not what I was expecting. Why is it so squished? Hmm. What could it be? Oh. So what is the reference image, right? This is the reference image. It is the same. It's just weirdly squished. It looks like by a quarter. So the quarter, I wonder if that's because of my multiplication. I've lost the code. So buffer row length. Okay, this is suspicious. That's very sus. Specify in texels. In texels. Okay. Couldn't you just call it width? What the heck? That's what it is. It's width and height. Okay. Okay, that's good. That's good. Is it good? Well, that's not exactly the right direction though. It should have been looking upwards. Okay, that's the common misconception in Vulkan. So yeah, this guy is flipping it. So this is how Vulkan sees it, or is it? Well, the fix is quite easy. I mean, I just flip either the texture or the sampling direction. I wonder what is the image? What's the coordinate image? Yeah, let's see. Why is my texture flipped? I'm gonna go very wide on this. So classic Vulkan. Okay, the graphics API in general. Okay. It tells us how much Vulkan expects. Texture coordinate. How you upload your image. Okay. So let's talk about Vulkan only. Image loader origin. So in Vulkan, the UV 00 maps to the top level, to the top left texel. But your vertex data might be assuming OpenGL style. Bottom left. That's the catch. Because if you remember, I said that this was my mapping A, B, C, and D, which isn't correct. I need to flip I would better flip it in the data level. So that was here. and A, I'm gonna flip the vertical coordinate, so this one, 0, 1, that will cause some flippage. Yeah, it is flipped. That's pretty cool. Yeah, that is nice. That looks already very nice. It's a bit flat, and also the top doesn't look very nice. But the side is okay. So what I need to do now is to create an atlas. So right now I only have one image. What I need to do is an atlas that I can then navigate into and set things using the UV coordinates. So that way I only need one binding for all of them. And even the water, can be done like that. I could even use 3D textures. Yeah. Okay. So the water turned into mud, but that's fine. We got texturing. That is a nice Peppa Pig environment. Okay, let's see if this is going to work. No, this isn't going to work on the Quest out of the box because of loading files. But wait, I have a catch. I remember that for loading this shader, so let's see how shader is loaded. I remember I made ages ago function to load files. So how does it load the file? And I think that happens here. So the shader module buffer. Where is it? Okay, here it is. Platform read file. Okay, platform read file. That's the one. I just need to change. The loading into the platform file. And here I'm gonna have to change load texture. So load and from memory. Okay. From file, from memory. Not that one, this one. Okay, so instead of the file, we get the buffer. That is very transparent. And it's gonna look like this. Since shader code is file content and the path, we have the path and file content. Yo, what's wrong? That's a string. Oh, that's path. And result. What is the result of this? It's an optional. Okay. If auto result. Okay. File content. Well, let's say this is it, and if not, then we do that. That's simpler. That is path, and return not opt. That's good. This is const. What's wrong? Local variable. Okay. Yeah, that's fine. And the result, well, let's say file content, not file content, file content dot data. Is it stbi unsigned chart? So what's wrong here? Function has 6 parameters but called with 5. Maybe it needs the data size. Yeah. And the data size is gonna be file content size. And that's it. We have a much more cross-platform way of loading it. Let me just double check how the shader model is loaded. Well, let's see if this works first. Okay, still working. That's neat. But also so loading shader module. The shader module is probably used here. Okay, could be at the bottom. Okay, so it's assets, shaders, solid flat, sphere V. Assets, shaders, assets. So where is assets come from? Assets and assets. So I need to find a way to define an assets. Okay, so we need generic assets. Assets, Windows. So who's doing the assets thing? Is it the app? No, the app is not. Is it here in Windows? Not really. Shaders? Okay, we got the shaders doing assets thing. Okay, so yeah, it is copying in assets. Well, we could have the assets module. It wouldn't be that bad, to be honest. So the assets module is going to control the assets. Or inside the app. Yeah, also inside the app, it doesn't sound that bad. Project modules app assets. Yeah, it doesn't sound that bad, to be honest. Let's make an assets folder. Assets. And I'm gonna throw modules. That will be in, oh, here it is. So this guy here, I'm gonna throw it in the asset. So that's PRV assets, PRV output. We need a copyright. So this will output directly. But I think the Android one has a copy. So the Android CMake that probably has a copy. Let's see. Source, Android main, but I need the CMake. Could be this one. Okay, no, not really. So we just need a copy. Okay, no problem. I don't think there is a problem in that. I just need to take into account that the path is going to be this, but not shaders, assets, textures maybe. So the output is going to be like this, and whatever file, or maybe the whole, yeah, the whole directory. Let's see, how to copy a whole directory in CMake. So file, copy, okay, destination. Ah, that's pretty cool. Copy at configure time. Configure time at build time. Ah, yeah. Copy into the runtime output directory. Okay. So it needs a bunch of stuff. Add custom command. This is pretty much, it's pretty much the shader generation, which was a bit of a nightmare because it has targets and dependencies. Okay, let's do the build time. I also need to figure out the dependencies because that's a whole thing. Add custom target command. Add custom command. So it's custom command and then there's custom target. Custom command and custom target. Often you want to copy when you build. So if you update files, they get refreshed. Aha, okay. Copy assets all. All means it runs every build. Ah, okay. Okie dokie. Not ideal, but good starting point. And I'm gonna throw it in here. Copy assets, and it's gonna copy it from source. Source, CMake source there. Is it this one? Add custom target. So then how do I? How do I? It's a target. Is it a target? How do I make it go? Is it gonna do it? Let's see. So that's the target. I don't know. Source dir. Current source dir. This one. And binary, yes. Binary assets. Okay. That's it. Be back. So I'm using option 2. And how do I set dependency? So I just need, okay, maybe I need to add the dependency, right? So that's going to be an add dependency. From app to copy assets. Let's see if that works. So I'm not seeing anything here so far. So I did the build. Assets, okay. So there is a copy happening. That's good. And there it is. Yes, it did it. So we have the texture. Almost. I'm almost done. So that should work. Ta-da! It is it.
It is what I drew.
Yes, this is your texture.
I told you it would be nice.
Now
you need to do the dirt blocks.
This is the dirt blocks. Is it? No, this is
the grass block.
this is the grass block. Okay. This is the grass block.
I didn't mean like that.
And how do you mean it?
The top should be all green.
But where is the green? Is this one?
No, that is the bush.
And where is the top?
The top needed to be. I didn't draw it because I couldn't do it 3D. I didn't have all of that time.
Okay. So how do I do it?
Just go back and tell that the tops and the right that the top one of all of them is green.
Okay. What if I use this one?
No, that is blue. That is the bush.
Yeah, but still, I can use it for the top. Okay, never mind. I'll figure it out. So I just need
same color of the top.
Okay.
Now.
Okay. So I need to head over to Photopea. Agree and proceed. Did you bring mosquitoes inside?
Mommy did.
Okay. Assets. So I'm going back to the project and the app. Assets. So that's the one. And from this, I need to create the top. So how do I make this happen? Well, I guess I can start from the canvas size, and the width, I want it to expand that way, and that's going to be 512. But we have a second slot, so the second slot could be used for the top view. I'm gonna make it plain green right now. So let's see. I want to make it into layers. So give me a new layer, and I'm placing it at the bottom. Alt, change to brush, change the color picker, and fill it with, not like that, deselect and fill it with the color, not like that, like this. Okay, so this is gonna be the top. Pretty flat, but I don't mind. So save, save more, export. Let's export it as a PNG. I'm gonna say dirt. How do I call it? Well, I'm gonna replace it.
Grass block.
Grass block.
Yeah, because on Minecraft it's like that.
Grass. Okay, never mind. This is a grass block. I thought it was dirt. So grass, grass. I know it's not dirt, but just saying. Up assets. That's gonna be grass. Fixed it. It's grass. Never mind. That's done. Grass. Now I need some water.
You need to download it.
I don't need to download anything. What do I have to download?
Like this, it could be like this. If you download it, it will be how it is. How you put it. And then next time, you need to do it flat.
What do you mean flat?
Some areas with little bumps, some areas with big bumps. When bumps start and then when they crash down, very, very high mountains and then go down, or even flat surfaces that.
Yeah.
Like on Minecraft.
I can do that later. So right now, if I change, first I need to change the file name. That's gonna be grass. And if I run it, it's gonna be old bunkers. It's what? What went wrong? Retry. Failed to read grass.png. Really? Grass.png. It is here. I did not. Okay. I didn't rebuild. So I have to rebuild every time. Okay, not yet. Copy. Well, that should have worked. Projects, Windows, Assets, grass.png. It is there. Why can't you find it? Fail to read shader code. But shader code. Grass.png. Grass.png. It's legit. Okay. Oh, because that's that doesn't exist there anymore. Okay, this was working because it was reading this guy here, not the new one. I am GUI. Why there's I am GUI here? I'm not using I am GUI. What a weird. Anyway, that should be set. Now it should find it. Okay.
Yeah.
Uh,
All of
yes. Now I just need to set the green part.
and not even on the sides.
I know. I'm just trying to
Only
see.
on the top.
Let me fix one step at a time.
Okay. I'll just put no rush.
So the X is going to be 0.5 and 5. So these are coordinates now. Okay, so it's back to normal. Back, front, up. So this is it's the up that I need to change. And the up, it's gonna have its own coordinates. And Mr. Up is gonna have 0.5 and 0.5 for the starting point, and then it will end at 1. This should fix. That should do it. Let's see how they are at the top.
No.
Ah! Not on the top. That's on the side. Why? Wait, what did I do? Ah, not in the front. I meant on the up. Top. Up is the top, yes. So this should do it. And ta-da!
Just how I want it, you see?
Yeah.
It's super nice.
You like it?
Yeah. It's like it snowed all the time.
It is a bit
Yeah.
it is a bit flat. But it is spilling a little bit. So there's a bit of a spill here. So that's not super nice.
It's the same.
Why is it spilling? It's beyond me. I don't know why. Why spilling? It's that it's getting a bit of a color from the brown on the side. So that's color spilling. Yeah, it is there's a bit of a dirt going on there. But only on the edges. So it's not
Fix that.
A clamp. I don't know, maybe it's in the sampler. Could be the sampler. Let me have a look at the sampler. So I've created the sampler for repeat. Instead, mirror clamp to edge. Yeah, let's do a clamp to edge. No, wait, why mirror? Just clamp to edge. Okay, let's do just a clamp to edge. Let's see what happens. Still not very clean. Oh, whatever. It doesn't matter. So what's next? Oh yeah, let's see if this works in Android. On Android, we're getting very close. I'm gonna generate the APK and then see if it contains all of the assets required. And indeed, what's the problem here? PL requires yeah, whatever. Just update the sync project. It's probably out of date. I don't know what it always happens, and it's quite annoying. It's happening again, but it shouldn't. Like it doesn't really matter. No matching library exception. What are you doing?
I'm playing.
Okay.
The dude blocks our drone
Hmm?
everywhere.
Yeah, okay. But that's when I'm starting generating the terrain.
Are we done?
What?
Are we done? In the next one, I will come in. I will be inside. Okay.
Okay.
And everyone will see me 2 times.
2 times, okay.
One, it was the one of first, and then it was the one of now.
Mm-hmm.
And it's finished.
What?
Yeah.
Do you want to come here? Well, you come here on the side.
Yeah.
Do chair.
Stay alone now. I don't want to let you alone.
Move. Okay.
And bye, guys.
You can come over to my side. If you just stay on this side, and you can also be part. That just don't get there. Get inside. So you can.
Grapes up first.
You
We left.
You can do the testing.
Okay. Oh. I can't wait. I can't wait for a test. I can't wait. First, what the?
What?
Can you turn that?
Well, that's fine, Chichi.
Why only on you?
Because you can just do the testing.
Okay.
So let me see if it's done building. So the first thing that I want to test is the building.
How many nose?
What?
Nothing.
How many nose?
Yes.
One nose. How many
One.
nose?
I said the nose.
Mm.
Nose.
Noses.
How many noses?
Mm.
Because there was a no written.
How many nose? Okay, I thought you were talking about the nose.
The noses.
Too loud, Chichi. Okay, it's building. Let's see if the compiled APK analyze none of that one.
Is it almost done for the testing?
Yes. I just need to analyze APK. Where's the run tools? Code. Wait, but analyze APK was supposed to do that.
The heck?
Analyze APK output. Okay. Yeah, it what? What's the matter? Android APK. Yeah, that's it. Open that. Okay. Assets, shaders. So we've got shaders, but we don't have the assets.
1%.
So it didn't copy the assets. Did it copy it in the build? So make. So Android. Build, assets, shaders. This is recent. It's from now. Android. Oh, okay. Because it needs to copy to different places. I see. And shaders. So if it's Win32, it copies there. Otherwise, it copies it in the source. Okay. So this is it. It means that also here.
Daddy, do you remember the first time that I tested your video game? I went, what? And it was all twisting up.
Yeah.
Your video game was bonkers that time. Now you fixed it.
I fixed most of the issues.
Yeah, first you had the toot. What are those? What are those?
Yeah, this is a different language.
Different language?
Yeah, this is CMake, and it's made for building other applications. So the output will be not in the binary. Auto assets gen, and remove this. So the Windows one will be the same, and this is for the Quest. Sync now. It has changed.
When is that it's testing time?
Almost there. Did you turn it on?
No.
Okay, wait then. So the battery doesn't get low on battery.
Like, like this, it doesn't sleep.
Yeah.
Or pee.
Okay.
In his pants.
Do the build. Build successful. And build, analyze APK. This one. Assets. Why doesn't it have the assets? It still doesn't have app CMake. So if it's Win32, does that. Otherwise, it copies the assets into assets gen.
How many?
Assets gen.
How many?
Oh wait, assets gen. Assets gen has everything. Assets gen. So maybe another build.
Oh my god. Oh my quack.
Another build.
Do you want some?
Analyze APK. 2232. Yeah, this is the last one. And assets now has everything. Okay, so it needs to be built twice. Don't do that, Chichi. Try that. Play. Let's see. First, I want to see if it works in here.
When I will do the testing with the controller.
Okay.
Because the controller is the main thing.
Okay.
If someone doesn't have the controller, he says, "Oh, I can't play this game. I don't have it.
Yeah.
I don't have a VR." Otherwise, they say like that.
So nothing is showing up. That's bad. So it's working differently here. Let's see what's the log card saying.
Can I look?
No, there's nothing to look at.
Is it only black?
It's only gray. Unable to match. Let's see.
One red.
Did it even start? Yeah, it did start. Loading. Image loaded. Paddleboard. So the image is loaded. What's the matter?
There was one red higher.
What is that?
There was one red higher.
One red?
One red line.
No, that was just a line.
But it was red.
Yeah, that was the graph. Let's see. Maybe I can move. No, can't. Yeah, there's not really anywhere to go. Huh. Okay, this is interesting.
Can I test it here?
Okay.
I want to test unless...
So in the meantime, you can test it here. There you go.
Play. Hey, why isn't it going?
You need to turn it on.
Oh, yeah.
There you go.
Wow. Green.
Oh, you're at the top. Yeah, we need to make a bit more textures. Oh! You just enabled the booster. You found the secret booster.
I need to watch it. I just drank it now, so...
Which is good.
And you should drink it a lot.
The world is falling down. Oh. So I need render doc. Wait, what? Stop it, Chichi.
Clear texture.
Stop it. Stop moving. Stop moving. Render doc. About this one. Okay, is it up to date? Let's say check. Check update. Network checking. Okay. It's not able to do the checks, but we don't need probably. So let's connect to the quest. Why is everything dark now?
Ooh, I found something.
Oh, nice.
There are 3 blocks stacked on top of them. That shouldn't be nice.
That is super cool.
What?
You found some blocks. But yeah, you need to draw the top part because it's too flat. And it's a bit boring this way.
Well, it shouldn't.
Yeah, that was supposed to be water. But now everything is green. So we need to fix that.
Oh. Even we need to change the water type because I drew the water type.
You drawn the water type.
I drawn it.
Oh, okay. I didn't see that.
You didn't remember.
I didn't see it.
You didn't see it coming.
I didn't see it coming.
Oh yeah. Didn't see it coming.
Okay, I need to do a capture. Let's see what's going on. Oh, why is it taking so long? 55 megabytes, okay. That's a lot. No, don't do that.
What?
It's not able to load the capture.
Then we use my tree, and then cactus, lava, iron, and diamond, I
Yeah.
think.
We'll continue tomorrow. Okay.
And bye bye.
Okay. Bye bye.